Hey, yo, what's going on? It's your guy Straight Loving. This is my brother right here. You're supposed to say your name, brother. There we go. My brother Noel Bay. We studied the Constitution together and we learn a lot. So right now, to start making the Constitution fun, because too many people just sit down and read the book. It's about also enjoying time with this. So we're gonna play a little game, and in this game it's just simple, first to five. We're gonna go back and forth, asking each other questions about the Constitution. First one to get 5 points is the winner. There is no loser because at the end of the game, we're all learning something new. All right, let's go. First question. How many articles in the Constitution
Articles,
are in the Constitution?
Bill of Rights,
In the Constitution?
27.
27? Where'd you get 27?
No, I'm sorry. There's
One more. How many articles in the Constitution? Five. Is that your final answer?
finance.
Final answer, and that is incorrect. The correct answer, the Constitution has 7 articles, and it has 27 amendments.
27
That's where you got
amendments.
27 from.
Right. What are the 3 branches of government?
Ooh, we have the legislative, executive, and judicial.
That's right.
There we go.
That's right.
1 point. All right. How many times does the Constitution talk about Bill of Attainder?
1.
One more guess.
No. 2.
2 is the correct answer. There we go. Article 1, Section 9, Article 1, Section 10 talks about no Bill of Attainder. There you go. We're both at 1 right now. Your turn.
Article in section talks about the people has the obligation to contract with one another.
The government can incur contracts. That's Article 1, Section 10. Article 1, Section 10. Yes.
Yep.
Are we sure?
Got it.
Correct? All right, there we go.
Article 1,
2-1,
Section
2-1. Which
Section.
section of the Constitution has a supremacy clause?
Which section of the Constitution has the supremacy clause?
All right, working on strength.
It's Article 1, Section 3.
Supremacy clause.
No, it's not Article 1.
Not coming?
Supremacy clause. That's the Declaration of Independence.
Oh, that was your second guess. The correct answer is Article 6, Section 2. The supremacy
6,
clause,
Section 6.
where it says they are bound by the Constitution and all treaties of this land. Article 6, Section 2. All right, your turn. So it's 2-1. Let's go. This is fun. What do you think about this so far? Halfway through the game, what do you think about this so far?
This
Good
is
way
good.
to learn, right?
Yep.
There we go. Let's go.
So here we go. Oh, I got a good one. I think we spoke about it the other day.
Okay.
Beach.
Let's see if I remember this one.
What does? How do you establish treason against a public official? What are the ways to establish treason?
Hey, can I get a bonus? I want to get a bonus, but I know the article to remember it. There's 2 ways of establishing treason. One,
Exactly.
2 people must say that you did it, or you must confess it yourself in open court. 2 ways of admitting treason. And that's Article 3, Section 3 of the Constitution.
Thank you.
We just studied that one. Ooh, let's
Just
go.
studied
Let's
that
go.
one.
It's 3-1. Come on, I want you to close. I know you know this. You got 2, right?
I got 2.
You got 2, so there we go. I don't know if you know this because I've never talked about it. I don't know if you know it. Do you know the phrase or the name to identify the 7 articles of the Constitution?
Repeat that again.
Do you know the phrase, the word, that name, that one word they use that identifies all 7 articles of the Constitution in order? It's the word they use to memorize the articles of the Constitution.
What did they use to memorize the articles of the Constitution?
See, I don't know if you know this because I know this, but I've never ever talked to anybody about it in this group so far. So I don't know if you guys know this one.
You got me.
I just all right. It's called legislature. L-E-J. Legislative, executive, judicial. That's the first 2 articles. Then cessor. Then it's the state. Then it's the amendments. Then it's the supremacy clause. Then it's ratification. That's how you memorize all 7 of the articles in order. Legislature. L-E-J-S-A-S-R.
Legislature.
You need to memorize your 7 articles in order. Legislature. That's how you do it. There you go. That was a curveball. I don't think we ever talked about that one.
No.
But now you know 7 articles, legislature. question.
Let's see. Okay, this one, I know you probably don't know this one. You might.
Listen.
You might, because I didn't know that one. So,
We want the curveballs. That's how we learn.
Okay.
How you not going to forget that? And I'm not going to forget this.
where was the Constitution derived from? Where was it derived from? Where was it inspired from?
The Articles of Confederation, I believe, right? It was the original. They called it the original Constitution. It was called the It's called the Articles of Confederation, but then it
Before that,
before that one, the Magna Carta. What are you talking about? There's several foundational documents.
He in the Land. What was it? Where was it inspired?
You know what? I studied this too. If it's not the Articles of Confederation, then I completely forgot. But I did study it.
Before that,
I know it. There was a constitution. This constitution
Right.
is known as the second constitution. Because this is our organic constitution.
right?
But before
that,
it was, oh my goodness, and it's not the Articles of Confederation?
No.
You sure? I could swear it's
before that,
Magna Carta? I don't know this one. You got me stuck.
it was through the natives. It was inspired.
Oh, I don't know anything about the natives, so you got me with that. I don't know anything.
Okay.
Wait.
All right,
So wait, you say the Constitution is inspired by the natives? So
What-
this
what-
is where we have a
No.
conversation.
What was the name of the Constitution that was how was the Constitution inspired? By what document?
Where's the
was it
proof
inspired?
behind that?
But just ask me.
Well, you just asked the question. The question was, I don't know the answer to it.
Okay, it was called the Great Law of Peace of the Eagle Course Confederation. There were 5 nations. There were 5 native tribal nations here in New York.
While you're talking, I'm a whole freaking cap
They
sheet
were
while
called
you're
the
talking.
Great Law of Peace. It was derived from the Great Law of Peace from the natives. This was before the Articles of Confederation.
Where is that document that I haven't heard about that? Because I use, for me, the Constitution was made after the Bible, and that's Public Law 97-280 that was signed October 4th, 1982. But I'm not familiar with that one. So this is how we go and we learn. So I want to see that. So that's great. So say the name of that document again.
It's called the Great Law of Peace. It was inspired by the Great Law of Peace, which was put together by the Eagle Course Confederation here in the region of New York. There were 5 tribal nations that got together, and they founded a document called the Great Law of Peace. Later on, the framers, they actually kind of like, I don't want to say copied from it, but they got inspired by it.
Okay.
I have.
If you guys know about this, please comment below so you can build upon that. I like that. All right. You got me. So I didn't know that
So
one.
it's two
Good
to
to
three.
know.
2 to 3.
All right.
Go ahead.
Constitution. All right. What is the only form of payment the Constitution allows?
Oh. The form of payment was silver and gold.
That's what I'm talking about. I know he's gonna get that. That's what I'm talking about. Article 1, Section 10.
Article 1,
Only
Section
use
10.
silver and gold coin money. There we go. All right. Yeah, let's go. Next question. Your turn.
What does, in the original Constitution, Bill of Rights,
That's about it's easy though.
the Ninth Amendment, what is the Ninth Amendment about?
Oh, come on, that's an easy one for me. The Ninth Amendment reminds the people that all of our rights that are not enumerated, we still have more rights. The founding fathers didn't write down all of our rights. So the Ninth Amendment says that even the rights not enumerated, they're still there. We have more rights that are in the Constitution. Feel me? Because the Constitution doesn't grant us rights. It reminds them of our rights. Our rights are so vast, they can't even enumerate all of them. That's the Ninth
that were
Amendment.
not enumerated.
There we go. All right. Like that's no wait. I'm gonna stick on that same thought. What does the 10th Amendment talk about?
Is I forgot that one. That one I forgot.
You got that one?
Yeah.
All right.
I know the 11th.
No 11? So the 10th Amendment basically says the power is not delegated to the federal, but
Right,
reserved
right.
to the states and to the people first.
Right.
that one. All right, I got 4. Let's see if we can wrap up this first episode of. I don't even know if this is going to be close.
Powers. Is it?
No, the separation of powers is described in the 3 articles of the government. That's judicial, that's judicial.
Right.
That's separation of powers.
Separation of powers.
All right.
What about separation of church and state?
What does that talk about? It don't answer my question. He's trying to take my question. You see this? He's trying to take my question.
But you heard of it. You heard
I know about the
separation of
church and state. Yes, 100%. All right. So, last question for me. Let's see if I can wrap this up. This will be the first episode. And guys, I don't have a name for this game yet. Literally, I just thought about it. So if you guys have a name for this game that we can play so far, I would like you guys comment on. Let us know what can we name this game, because I want to keep this going. So I'm going to be going around 40 seconds from other places, challenging people to the constitutional quiz. So talk to me. What's the next question? Let's see if I can take it home right now.
Next question is, let me see. This one's easy. What is the 14th Amendment about?
Oh, I mean, there's so many different things in the 14th Amendment. It has a due process. Article 3 and Article 4 of the 14th Amendment.
Process of what?
Of law for the people.
Oh, what age?
Oh, for the citizens and stuff like this?
jurisdiction?
For the citizens and stuff you talking about?
For what jurisdiction?
I don't know what you
Federal,
mean.
state.
Federal, oh, that's federal.
Federal,
That's
yeah.
federal.
Yeah.
And also an article, and its 3rd and 4th article talks about how if they violate their constitution, that they can't get funded anymore. And it also talks about that they cannot make any law repugnant to the Constitution. That's 4. And there's 2 more parts. I think the 14th Amendment has 6 parts. If you guys can remember how many parts in each of the amendments, it makes it easier to memorize it. And I believe the 14th Amendment has 6, and I named 4. So, do I get point for getting more than half of them? Because you only wanted to know 1, and I named 4. How did I do?
All right. So was it ever ratified?
The 14th? I don't think it was ratified. I don't think it was ratified. No, not to my knowledge. It wasn't ratified, right? No, I don't think it was ratified. And that is why I only use the first 10, because anything after that, we don't really know, because history's been kind of tainted. So guys, it's the first episode. Bonus question, let's go.
Was the 16th ratified? 16th Amendment ratified?
The 16th Amendment was the one that allowed women to vote, and that was ratified. Wasn't it?
Also, it talks about what else?
The 16th Amendment? Ooh, I know about it for women's vote. Is the second part? See, you trying to stump me in the bonus question? I got half.
Talks about
Taxes? And this is why we keep our handy dandy notebook. And this is a great way to tell everybody. Make sure that everything you do. Hold on. Let me say something. This is the great moments that you guys know. Keep a constitution with you. Get a pocket one. Brother Noel and me, we're looking for donation. You guys can send a donation. We will purchase these to give them out. But if we can get more of these constitutions, we want to give them as a community. We keep them both in our pockets everywhere we go, so we can always study and keep ourselves approved. Now he's going to read. What does it say?
Okay, so the 16th Amendment.
Yeah. No. That's 20. That's 24. Yeah. It's XVI, right there.
So the 16th Amendment, I'm going to read it to you guys. Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes on income from whatever source is derived without portion among several states and without regard to any census or enumeration. But
I was wrong. It says nothing about women's voting. I was wrong about that. So which one says women's voting? I was wrong about
negative point.
that. Go ahead. Let's go with it.
Was it ever ratified? There's a big
Say it again.
controversy.
Say it again. Read it again.
Was it ever ratified?
No, read it again. 16th Amendment.
All right, 16th Amendment, guys.
One more time.
Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes on income from whatever source derived without apportionment among the several states and without regard to any census or enumeration.
Bet. So
Was that ever right?
I know this question has a certain answer he wants me to give, but based on the wording of what he just read to me, even if it was ratified, it was void from its inception because they never had the power to lay taxes on us. We never gave them the power to do that. So whether it's ratified or not, it doesn't matter. You ain't gonna beat me with that. Stop playing. What I'm talking about, guys.
So it was never ratified.
It wasn't ratified?
Nope.
There we go. They don't have the power to ratify something like that.
But between four states, they They pushed it, but the rest of the states ratified.
Yeah. All right, we had 15 minutes, so I got to cut it now. But guys,
16th Amendment is a big controversy amendment now with income taxes and all this stuff.
they don't got the right to tax us. Article 167 already says they can't tax us. So then how can you make an amendment that says you can? It contradicts itself. And the 14th Amendment reminds them they can't make anything repugnant to the Constitution. And Article 6, Section 2 reminds them it's a supremacy clause, so they can't do anything afterwards to come back and change it. So even if they try to ratify it, fuck it. But guys, we got to cut this episode. We got to go. This is the first episode. Let us know what you think, and please tap in.